Hi everyone. Take this test to see if you know the lesson well. Some of these questions are easy while others are challenging. For example, you will not know the answer to the sixth question unless you have read the text very well several times. The 12th question is also challenging and will need a certain amount of insight. Do you think you have what it takes? Will you be able to get all these questions right? Let's see. Let's go through them together. I have the questions and the answers. The first question: who was the first to wake up on Christmas morning? This is definitely an easy one, and you should know the answer to this. Your answer should be Joe was the first to wake up on Christmas morning. The second question: what gift had Joe received from her mother? Easy one? I'm sure it is. Your answer: Jo had received a crimson covered book from her mother. In case you don't mention the color of the cover, it does not matter. You can also say Jo had received a book from her mother because the question just asks what gift had she received. So you just have to say that she received a book. You don't need to be specific about the color. All right, the third question: what made the gifts special? They were special. Why? Do you know? Here's the answer. Their mother had written a few words inside each book that made their gifts special. The next one: how long did the girls talk about their gifts? Now, this one is tricky. If you get this answer correct, that means you have read the text very well. Excellent job. And if you don't know this answer, you need to read the text again. That is the only way you can do well in English literature. You need to read over and over. All right, so that you can get every minute detail from the text. You know, if you read a book once, you may not get all the answers the first time. You have to read it a second time. Then you will find things that you did not notice the first time. Then you read it a third time, you will again find things that you did not notice when you read it the first and second times. So the more you read it, the more you will get perfect. So let's see if you got this answer right. The girls spent half an hour talking about their gifts. All right. The next question: name the girls who went looking for their mother. Did they all go? Did one girl go? Did two girls go? Did three girls go? You should know the answer to this one. And the answer is Meg and Joe went looking for their mother. The next question: how long had Hannah been with the girls? You know Hannah, the housekeeper. How long had she been there? Your answer should be Hannah had lived with the girls since Meg was born. Okay, the next question: what was in the basket? Easy one? The girls had kept gifts for their mother in the basket. Okay? Where did the girls keep the basket and why? Now, if you had a gift for someone and you kept it in a basket, where would you place it? I would place it maybe on top of a table. But did the girls do that? If they did, why? If they didn't, why? Why not? Do you know? The girls kept the basket under the sofa. Not what I would do, because they did not want their mother to find it until they were ready to present the gifts to her. Smart move, isn't it? They did not want their mother to find the gifts. Now, if I had a gift for someone, I would keep it on top of the table because I would want the person to discover it. But they had a different idea. They wanted to hide the gifts until they were ready to give it to the person, to their mother. Okay, the next question. Why was Joe dancing about the room? Was there a party going on? Why was she dancing? You know? Let's see if you do. Joe was dancing about the room to take the first stiffness off the new slippers that she had got for their mother. So she put on new slippers that she had bought for her mother, and she was dancing about the room. It's not literally dancing, but jumping around the room because she wanted to use the slippers so that they were not hard and rough when her mother wore them for the first time. You know what it's like when you wear new shoes or new slippers. You may get a shoe bite. It feels rough, it feels uneasy until you get used to wearing it. Then it becomes comfortable. So she did not want her mother to have the experience of, you know, facing all those problems. She thought she would dance about the room, make the slippers soft and comfortable, and then give the slippers to her mother. The next question. What did the girls call their mother? What do you call your mothers? Mama, mummy, mum, mom, amma. What else? Let me know in the comments below. Because people call their mothers by so many different affectionate terms. It's so intriguing. What do you call your mother? What did they call their mother? Was it something unique? Was it different from what you have ever heard anyone calling their mother? Yes, it was because the girls called their mother mommy, not mummy, and not mommy in the sense not your aunt, but it meant mother and they called her mommy affectionately. The next question. What did the girl's mother ask them? She had a request. What was her request? This. The girl's mother asked them if they would give their breakfast to the Hummel family as a Christmas present. You know, it was Christmas morning. And the girls had a special breakfast waiting for them. Their mother now asked them if they would give that special breakfast away to someone else who needed it more than they needed it. Someone who was starving, who needed food. And that would be like a Christmas present for that poor family because they didn't have any food. They did not need a fancy gift. They did not need jewels. They did not need a dress. They did not need some kind of a necklace or a ring. What they needed was food because they were starving. And please notice that I have used the apostrophe after S because girls is plural. And whenever you have a plural noun ending with an S like that, you cannot put the apostrophe before S. If you put it before S, it means that it is only one girl, singular. But because I have placed it after S, I mean all four girls. Okay, so girls with an apostrophe after S. The next question. Why did the girls take some time to reply? Imagine if your mother came into the room, you were having a special meal. You had it all ready in front of you on the table. Oh, all the delicious things that you love most of all in the world. Maybe chocolate cakes and I don't know, maybe what do you like? Waffles or a pizza? Or maybe burgers and french fries. You had it all on the table and you are waiting anxiously for your mother to get there so that you can start eating. Your mother's late. She comes into the room, she walks up to you, and she tells you, can you please not eat all this? Can you please give it away to someone else? What would you do? What would your reaction be? Why did the girls take some time to reply? The answer: the girls took some time to reply because they were unusually hungry and were probably shocked at the question. They had been waiting for so long to eat. They had their favorite things right in front of them. It was a special breakfast because it was Christmas morning. And now their mother walks up to them and tells them, please give it away, give it to someone else. So it took some time for them to digest that question. Your next question is, what food item did Amy like the most? I told you it was a special breakfast. Everyone had special things there on the table. And one of those things was Amy's favorite. What was it? Your answer? Amy liked muffins the most. Do you like muffins? I do. The next question. Who put old newspapers on the broken window panes? Why? The window panes were broken. Window panes are the glass part of the window. They were broken. Why? Probably because with time it was an old house and they did not have the money to repair those window panes, to get a new glass and put it in that place of the broken one. And so they had broken window panes. Now, what was the problem with the broken window pane? Of course, burglary, but I guess in those days they did not really have much burglars. But more than that, what was causing a problem was the cold wind coming in through those broken window panes. The cold wind was coming in and making them feel colder. They did not have proper clothes to wear because they were poor. They did not have proper quilts or blankets to cover themselves. So they were shivering and starving. And what was making matters worse is the broken window panes because the cold wind was entering. So someone decided that putting old newspapers against the window panes would help. It definitely would. You imagine if you had a broken window pane and you pasted some newspaper over it to prevent the cold wind from entering, would it help? It definitely would help, right? Now, who did that? Hannah put old newspapers on the broken window panes to stop the cold wind from entering the house. Okay, the next question. What makes family festivals so pleasant? And this is your last question in today's test. What makes family festivals so pleasant? There is no direct answer to this one. You have to use a bit of intuition, your own experiences, and put your answer together. Why are family festivals pleasant, enjoyable, lovely? Do you look forward to meeting your family for a festival? Diwali, you just celebrated Diwali recently. Was it more special because you were with your family, or would it have been equally special if you had celebrated Diwali alone? What do you think? Here's my answer. The talking and laughing while spending time together makes family festivals so pleasant, isn't it? You get together, you talk, you plan together, you made a rangoli together, you messed something up while you were doing it. You laughed, you joked, you played the fool with each other, and you interacted with each other, you spent time with each other. Those are the memories that you are going to carry with you for as long as you live. Those are the memories that will make you smile, that will make you happy, right? So, with that, we've come to the end of today's test. I hope you did well. If you did, excellent. Well done. If you did not, don't despair. All you have to do is read the text again and again until you get a good idea of the story. All right, I'll end now. Cheerio.